Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. In our last message, we began unpacking the Sermon on the Mount, the greatest sermon ever preached. We looked at the Beatitudes and saw that Jesus is not just teaching good behavior. He is describing the character of kingdom citizens. Today, we continue, and now Jesus moves deeper. He shifts from blessings to righteousness, from attitudes to the condition of the heart. Tonight's message is titled, Kingdom Righteousness, the Heart Above the Law. Let's read Matthew 5:17-40. Section 1, Jesus and the Law, Matthew 5:17-20. Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. Jesus begins by correcting a misunderstanding. People thought he came to cancel Moses, but Jesus says, I did not come to destroy the law. I came to fulfill it. What does that mean? It means the law pointed to him, the sacrifices pointed to him, the prophecies pointed to him. The righteousness required by the law would be fulfilled in him. But then he says something shocking. Unless your righteousness exceeds that of the scribes and Pharisees, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. Now that would have stunned his listeners. The Pharisees were religious experts. But Jesus is saying, external obedience is not enough. You can look holy and still be far from God. God is not impressed with performance. He examines the heart. Section 2, Anger and the Heart, Matthew 5:21-26. You have heard it said, do not murder. Then Jesus raises the standard. He says, if you are angry with your brother without cause, if you insult, if you hold hatred, you are already violating the spirit of the commandment. Why? Because murder begins in the heart. Anger unchecked becomes hatred. Hatred grows into violence. Jesus is not lowering the standard, he is raising it. The kingdom is not about avoiding prison. It is about transforming the heart. Reconciliation matters to God. He says, if you're bringing an offering and remember someone has something against you, go and reconcile. God values restored relationships more than religious rituals. Section 3, Lust and Inner Purity, Matthew 5:27-30. You have heard it said, do not commit adultery. But Jesus says, if you look with lust, you have already committed adultery in your heart. Notice something powerful. Sin begins internally before it manifests externally. Jesus is addressing imagination, intention, and desire. He then uses strong language. If your eye causes you to sin, pluck it out. This is not literal self-harm. It is radical language to show radical seriousness. Jesus is saying, deal with sin decisively. Do not manage it. Do not excuse it. Do not flirt with it, because your soul matters more than temporary pleasure. Section 4, Divorce and Faithfulness, Matthew 5:31-32. In Jesus' time, divorce had become casual. Men were dismissing their wives for minor reasons. Jesus restores dignity to covenant. Marriage is not disposable. The kingdom view of marriage is sacred, serious, and covenantal. Faithfulness reflects God's faithfulness. Section 5, Oaths and Integrity, Matthew 5:33-37. You have heard it said, do not break your oath. People had created loopholes. They would swear by heaven, by earth, by Jerusalem, but avoid responsibility. Jesus simplifies it. Let your yes be yes. Let your no be no. Kingdom people are people of integrity. You shouldn't need dramatic promises to prove honesty. Your character should speak for itself. Section 6, Revenge vs. Mercy, Matthew 5:38-42. An eye for an eye. This law originally limited revenge, but Jesus goes further. He teaches, turn the other cheek, go the extra mile, give generously. That he is not promoting weakness. He is demonstrating strength under control. The kingdom does not operate on retaliation. It operates on redemption. Section 7, love your enemies, Matthew 5:43-48, you have heard. Love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But Jesus says, love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. This is the climax. Anyone can love those who love them. Kingdom love is supernatural. God sends rain on the just and unjust. He shows kindness even to those who reject him. And then Jesus ends with this: be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect. This does not mean sinless perfection. It means maturity. Complete love. Wholeness. Reflecting the character of your Father. Conclusion. The Sermon on the Mount is not behavior modification, it is heart transformation. Jesus is not just raising the bar, he is revealing that we cannot meet it without him. The law exposes, grace empowers. The kingdom is not about rule-keeping, it is about becoming like Christ, and that transformation begins when we surrender fully to him.